Let's now shift our focus to the community's housing new arrivals. It raised concerns earlier this year when a shuttered school in Woodlawn was suddenly turned into a shelter. WGN's Courtney Spinelli returns to that neighborhood months after the first asylum seeker moved in.
And so while this is a mess none of us created, we have the responsibility to helping people, and that's what we do in Chicago.
The city shelter system pushed to its limits. Migrants seeking asylum bust from the border only to arrive and find their bed is the concrete floor of a police station.
They're being sold a dream. And then when they get here, the dream is devastated because they don't have anywhere for them to go.
To alleviate the pressure, in early February, the city reopened the doors to the former Wadsworth Elementary, serving a new purpose as a respite shelter. City leaders, including the former mayoral administration, deciding that would be its fate for the next 2 years.
Use helping other countries. Why don't you help the people that need it here?
A meeting announcing the move back in early January, starting with an apology from the city to a packed house of residents who felt ignored. That apology not doing much to sway some, arguing they want more investments and resources to help an already struggling community.
The fight is not against the migrants, so let's make that clear. I think the biggest fight is with the city. Not forgetting the people that live here.
People have a right to be upset about us using closed schools for a purpose that the community didn't agree to.
Alderwoman Jeanette Taylor was one of the people who says the city didn't consult her about the plan before announcing it was finalized. She only found out when seniors living nearby saw activity as preparations were underway.
So I'm in a much better place because I feel like there's some transparency.
Taylor says she's met with the mayor and deputy mayor and has been kept in the loop about what's going on at the shelter and how migrants are being helped. The city says as of June 21st, just under 600 migrants, a mix of men and women in separate living areas, were staying at the shelter.
We got some real work to do, and I'm just glad that this administration is saying, what is your community saying? How could I help you? And what are the next steps?
Taylor says she's been going by to make sure the grass is cut, the area is kept clean, and migrants know what's expected of them as neighbors.
Making sure that they understand that they're not an enemy to our community.
She isn't aware of many major issues prompting police responses, but says no trespassing signs have gone up on an adjacent senior living property to minimize disturbances. The city says CPD is also giving special attention to the area around Wadsworth, while city contracted security provides on-site security. We spoke with several migrants living at the shelter, learning about their experiences.
Complicado, ¿por qué? Porque corremos muchos riesgos.
Juan Alfredo Mendoza arrived in the U.S. 7 months after he began his journey from Venezuela and through 7 countries until he reached the border. He wants people to know that many migrants at the shelter are professionals, from lawyers to chefs, engineers, and industrial mechanics who just want to start working and create a better life for their families. Meantime, residents and elected leaders say the needs of the community also need to be heard and acted on.
We also cannot ignore the needs of our Black and brown communities that are already disinvested in.
Reporting in Woodlawn, Courtney Spinelli, WGN News.
And there is some work being done right now to have some new shelters up and running by mid-July.